show y'all just how much you good people care about children and the children's well-being and protection of children, and holding people accountable for damaging and or violating and or abusing and or neglecting the children. I'm finna show you something. We're gonna call this right here update. We got a bond reduction of to $50,000 in Pontiac. Here we go.
With a breaking news alert.
As we come to you, a dramatic bond reduction for a mother accused of abandoning her children for nearly 5 years. And
remember her? Remember they gave that baby a bond of $250,000? Oh, it been dropped down to 50.
Oakland County judge initially set bond at $250 million cash. Well, now her bond is down to $50,000.
The same woman who gave her the $250 dropped it on down to $50. When she gave her the $250, I told y'all, don't let that $250 fool you. Don't let that $250 fool you. That shit ain't gonna hold.
We are talking about 34-year-old Kelly Bryant. She was in court today via Zoom till about 12:45. Now, police say they were called out to a home in Pontiac. It was back on February 14th. They were doing a welfare check, and they found 3 children living in disgusting conditions. We're talking trash everywhere, feces in the bathtub, and an overflowing toilet. The judge at first said Bryant could be a flight risk. Now, let's go over to Priya Mann. She's been following this case. And Priya, any idea why the big change of heart from the judge?
I keep trying to tell y'all too. They keep showing my peers, my media peers, and having them to turn around so we can see they rear end. Huh? Have y'all been noticing it now since I've been saying something about it? This is all new. This is all new. You say, yeah. That's a major drop. That's a major drop. She said that she did the $250 because of a flight risk. So now she's not a flight risk?
Well, it really comes down to what constitutes a reasonable bond. And in this case, the judge decided to lower the bond significantly. This is, of course, a case that has garnered a lot of attention online and on clickondetroit.com. And you mentioned some of the horrific conditions that these children were found in. The kids were found last month living alone. Police say the home was filled with garbage and human waste, and that the kids had allegedly not seen their mother in years. Bryant was charged with 3 counts of first-degree child abuse, and her bond was initially set at $250 million. Now, at the time, the judge said the bond was set that high because the court was concerned Bryant may try to use, quote, fear tactics to prevent the kids from cooperating with police. Well,
she sought the bond at $250,000 because she was afraid that the mother was going to use some fear tactics. So that's why she put the $250 million up there. So now she's taking the $250 million away and putting up the $50,000. That means she don't care if the mother get to the children and use fear tactics, in my mind.
Today's hearing was to review whether the $250 million bond was reasonable. Here's what the judge had to say.
They say they wonder if the $250 million bond was reasonable. Her children have been left alone for 45 years and, living in deplorable conditions. They was thinking, well, you know what, it's 250. Should we do the 250? The children was found after living alone for 4 to 5 years with no parental guidance and living in filth. And we worried about, is 250 too much for this bitch right here? We love the kids though.
But I do find that the court has an obligation to set a reasonable bond, and the current bond amounts to a denial of bond. The
current bond is a denial of bond, meaning that bitch can't pay no $250 million. Can't nobody in her surroundings come up with $250 million to pay. And I think that's what, $25 million? It's damn it. The 10% would be a $25 million. She ain't got nobody in her corner to go ahead on and put a few dollars on that right there. Nope. But a 50 now, we can kind of come up with 50.
To reduce the bond to a $50,000 cash bond at this point.
So if somebody got $50,000 cash, I would love for this baby to get bond. I would love for somebody to put these 50 up so this baby could get bond.
And that is a significant reduction from $250 million to $50,000. Now, if Bryant can post that bond, she is not allowed to contact her children or the people who are caring for those kids, and she would also be under house arrest. Reporting live in Pontiac, I'm Priya Mann. Send it back to you.
A lot of people following this case. Okay, this is a breaking news situation, so over on clickondetroit.com, you can find a full recap of the court proceedings as well as that video of the entire hearing. We have been covering this story extensively since it did first break, so just scan that.
Well, in my mind, since the courts don't care, shit, free my dog. Free Kelly. Let Kelly go. Look at the dog who I think that this is the dog who judge. What is her name? The Honorable Cynthia. Hold on, let's see if she's a doggy who judge or is she mixed up or something like that right there. The Honorable Cynthia Thomas Walker, District Judge. Okay, the Honorable. The 50th District Court. She was appointed in 2003. But was appointed in 2003. Now my thing getting stuck again. Bam, scroll down just a little bit. Is it saying anything about it? It's not really giving me nothing. She graduated like in 82. Baby graduated in 82 from a university, law school or something like that right there. What is her, where was this baby born at? Judge, I guess I can write born. Excuse me, who appointed her? I don't care nothing about that right there. Cynthia Thomas Walker. It ain't really telling me nothing. Wait. No. Well, she got a bachelor's. In 82. That baby done been in the game for a good little minute though. She been in the game a good little minute. I'm trying to look it up fast, so I'm really not being able to find what I need to find. Or do they have like a Wikipedia on this sugar? They need a Wikipedia. But anyway, she's a woman. She's a woman. She heard the story. She knows the story. She knows the condition that the children was in. She know this. This is what she know. And still found, in my opinion, sympathy for this mother. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. He said, doesn't she only have to pay 10% of that 50K? No, I think that it's the whole 50 because of it's damn it. Well, how did she say it?
First-degree child abuse, and her bond was initially set at $250 million. Now, at the time, the judge said the bond was set that high because the court was concerned Bryant may try to use, quote, fear tactics to prevent the kids from cooperating with police. Well, today's hearing was to review whether the $250 million bond was reasonable.
Yeah, she said a cash bond. A cash bond is everything. I think that they want the whole thing. It's a cash bond. Damn it, I said it that wrong. A cash bond is a financial guarantee where the full bail amount is paid directly to the court in cash, serving as collateral to ensure the defendant's appearance in court. So it's the whole thing. They need all that. They can't put a little bit on it. They can't make payments, nothing like that right there. We need the whole doggone thing out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? But we love the kids. Move right along. I ain't gonna even want to tell you. Look at that beautiful baby. Look at that beautiful baby. Sugar, don't even worry about it. You can make more. Bam.